Oh, we are excited.
Hey, Cole.
Yeah.
It must be cold out.
Why's that?
I saw some brass monkey parts laying on the ground out there.
I don't know what that means.
Everybody else will.
Is it a mustache joke?
Nope.
Oh, I don't know what that means.
We'll have some of those later. Mustache jokes.
Okay. They are looking frosty this morning. We're starting out the day at -7. It's gonna be kind of chilly today. We got kind of an expensive repair we got to do today. Gonna get through chores and try to get that done because we need it done by tomorrow. You see anything? No? Had the block heater plugged in overnight, so this tractor will hopefully start right up. So looking over here, this is the issue we got going on. A little bit of this. If you look down here, it broke out all the way down at the bottom and then followed and kept going and kept going and kept going all the way to here. So check this out. It's really, really bad. Pretty much what's keeping this lifted up is mostly that side. You can see we're starting to bend right here because that whole thing, the weight's coming down, bottoming out on the side of the unloader here onto this big shaft. And so one of these days with all that play, either something's gonna catch and we're gonna have a big mess, and of course that day is probably gonna be the day we're really busy and we got other things to do. So we're gonna take care of this. We gotta run to town, grab a new unloader, take this entire thing off, put a new one on, and sounds like that repair is going to cost about $1,800. We've had this feed wagon about 18 years now, so I'd say it's done pretty good. This is definitely going to be the biggest repair we've ever done on it. It's nice having a heated shop, I tell you what. You're good! Look at the play this thing has over here. See how it drops down in this corner here?
Want to hear today's song of the day?
Okay.
Today's song of the day is Peach Fuzz by Sonny and the Ricos.
Letting the cold in. Yeah, so this thing's shot. It needs some help. Not good.
You got your ice and then you got your sub ice.
And you got your cowlicky because they wanted it.
Yeah.
But they couldn't.
But they're coming back.
But they don't have thumbs and can't wield the slappy.
About 2 more weeks out on the corn stalks if we don't get hardly any snow, and then we'll be moving everything home, and we're probably going to sort them up. Some of the young ones I'd like to feed a little bit better than the others, get some weight back on them. What say you?
Yep.
Yep, he says. So the real song of the day is The Doors, Riders on the Storm. I just like those songs with those cool beats. They're coming our way, but we're going to get more to lead them up to water because we got the water running, and it's so cold that we just want to have them drink and leave the tank about half full because it's going to freeze all day, and they'll have some water in there but not clear full, so we got a full tank of ice in the morning.
She you got the dingleberry flapping in the wind.
That song reminds me of a story. Did I ever tell you about the time I was working up in Burnsville, Minnesota? I was a hydraulic mechanic, and there's a bunch of young guys working there, and this song was popular back then, about 1981. We'd be driving around and singing it, and we had this new guy. I think his name was Steve, and I know he was from Ohio. Really nice guy, really deep voice, a little bit slower, but super guy. And we'd sing that and then he'd try it, and he'd go that's stupid. That's all I got to say about that. They all want to drink you at once. It's been windy the last couple days, so they haven't come up, and now today that it's cold but still, they're like, hey, I thirst. Cole's just up there keeping them from pressing on the fence too much.
Everybody's fed and watered. Now we're gonna run to Corsica to grab this unloader. We're also gonna stop in Stickney and get some steel, because I got a welding project that I got going on. Hopefully start that in the next week. Spend some money, I guess.
Hey, we got another case of Optimizer scour gel for Storla Station, and I want to give a shout out to Mrs. Tollefson's high school math class in White County High School in Sparta, Tennessee. Hey, I did it.
Okay.
That was a lot of words and stuff, and she's a math teacher.
Good job, Brian.
Well, you know, I'm better at math. Like, this is 5 and here's 7, but I got the words right too.
Okay.
Hey kids, be nice to Mrs. Tollerson. She's our friend, and she's a nice lady, and she'll teach you lots of stuff.
And also, speaking of Optimizer gel, right now it might be a mistake, but if you order anything being shipped to anywhere in the US that's over $100 on Farm Focused, you get the shipping free. So there's never going to be a better time to get your Optimizer gel for calving coming up.
Why do you say it might be a mistake? They might have made a mistake and said that?
Well,
that's
somebody might lose money on that.
Quite a savings. Maybe Cole will. Yeah.
I think we got 300 tubes at Farm Focus ready to be shipped out, and I don't know if that's going to be enough. So the earlier you get your order in, the more time I have to get more tubes there if we need them. Also been getting quite a few messages asking if we're all right, what's going on. A lot less videos. It's kind of the slow time of the year right now, and so if you're worried about us and you want to be kept more up to date, make sure to check out our Instagrams, Sonne Farms and Sonne Farms Dad. We post a lot more daily stuff on there. All right, look at that thing. It's gonna be a little bit too shiny for what we're putting it on. So I think we're gonna come in here, take this bolt off, take this whole thing off, and then slap another one in. Just like that. Hopefully it just... You should have seen Dad's face when they said, yeah, it weighs over 300 pounds.
Well, I just figured we'd lift it up and set it in there.
Yeah. I guess we ain't
I'm not buying it, man.
You think it weighs less than 300 pounds? I don't know.
Anyway, first thing we're going to do is take this shield off and take that drive shaft off.
Okay.
Yep.
And then it kind of looks like we just take that off,
well,
and this comes out.
Right.
And of course those.
We'll get some weight up off here with the skid loader and take these cylinders off, and then we just pop them out and bing bang boom, done in 5 minutes.
Okay. That forklift, we got a forklift, which we don't use it very often, usually just when we're moving seed around. Reason for that is it doesn't travel very well on this gravel, but it is about 13 degrees right now, so this thing might not want to start. Come on now. Oh, that's deader than us. You got it. Nope. Woo! She don't want to go. Everything's a little more complicated in the cold. I think I'll fit in there, dude. We might want a light over here.
A light?
Yeah.
I thought you were recording.
Well, if we have that Milwaukee nearby, okay. I'm gonna butcher myself.
Why don't we spray it?
Okay.
Chain lubricant.
Oh my. Oh, I think she started going. Oh, wowzers. I think Brian tightened that. Oh.
Well, I've had that fall off before, so yeah.
Oh my, you put a impact on there? Holy shnikes. Oh, I'm bending my Allen.
Oh, I see. Don't think so. I think I stripped it. That's probably right on the sets or the key.
The moose knuckle? Okay.
What we got going here now is there's a little cable with a cable clamp on each end. I got to get that off before Cole can pull it away. I'm just going to take these cotter pins out and pull these because we need them on the new one. Now all we have left on the old one is to get this shaft off here, which might take a little doing.
So we got to get that set screw out. We gummed this all up, basically stripped it. Dad's going to heat that up, try not to start a fire. And we're going to grind this back to get a better edge.
Something's happening.
Yeah, it's turning, but I don't know what is.
Is it coming?
I can't tell.
Key's still in it. This is bent here and that whole thing's been shaken apart and spreading and coming back together and going down at an angle, tipped. Yeah.
Okay.
You gonna tighten that set screw up or wait?
I'm gonna wait.
Okay, here's the other one. And the key's on the shaft on that. Cole, when a guy sprays the shaft, you spray the inner one and not the outer one.
Okay.
Because then it does you some good.
I see.
Mm.
Thanks. With the rusty nuts. Rusty nuts, I say.
Is that your 70s nickname?
Be nice if we had the right lubricant.
We used to. It went empty. Those cans don't last forever, apparently.
Ooh. That.
Yeehaw. Something about watching somebody else do it. You always think you can do better yourself, right?
Oh my gosh.
Did you twist it off or go the wrong way?
No, it keeps.
This is about when my dad would say, you need daddy to do it. 6 minutes of our video is putting this one nut on.
I'm sure it includes the other nut too.
Okay.
Okay, it's going righty-tighty.
Yep. Now it's a good time to twist it off.
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh. Okay.
Alright, that went pretty good. Kinda expected it to take longer than it did. It took the most time running to town and grabbing parts. See, that unloader is a lot shinier than the rest of the machine. Looks nice. It was over a year ago. Down in this corner it was starting to bend out. And then it just kind of worked its way up all the way up to here. And then back underneath here, which we couldn't see, was getting really bad. So here's some of that steel I got. It's got some flat iron, some square, got some cut pieces of oil well. Hopefully we'll get to that next week. Got a welding project that's gonna kind of be somewhat complex. Like I was saying, we don't have too much going on. Pretty soon, here in about 3 weeks, calving starts already. Look at him, he's all excited. Calving, yeah. Just a reminder, anywhere domestic in the US, if you order anything over $100, you get free shipping, so it's a good time to get your Optimizer gel if that's what you're wanting.
Can I give a little plug for Optimizer?
Okay.
So I got a good friend that really does a good job with cattle. He was telling me that this spring there was a snowstorm and, you know, the cattle all bunch up along the windbreak and the calves don't suck, and then when the weather gets better, then they start sucking hard and they get loose. And he says this year, using that Optimizer gel, is the first time that his calves didn't get loose after doing that, after that weather went like that, and he's buying more this year. He really believes in it. So thumbs up for the Optimizer gel. We have no reason to believe it isn't helping us either. So far it's been real good. We're going to use it again this year, and it's cheap. I can't believe what it can do for what little costs. So I just think it's really good protection for no more than it costs. It's kind of a no-brainer.
Yep. So. All right. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a good one. You know what's going to happen tomorrow, Dad? I'm going to be feeding, and I'm going to forget to raise the unloader back up, and I'm going to rip that brand spanky new one right off the side of the feed wagon.
I was thinking about that, and I think that after 18 years of not ripping that one off, we shouldn't rip this one off either. It's
I'm
going to
do it just to spite you.
Well, we'll put the old one back on tomorrow then.